guys, today we're here at Body Sculpting Regina. I am going to teach you what our Venus Legacy machine does and how we start the application. So Venus Legacy is a collagen production therapy. So basically what's happening with the radiofrequency heat is it is producing new collagen fibers to grow. So like how I like to explain it is when you are best friends at the very young age, you are close together, and as you grow up, your friendship starts to kind of expand and dissipate. So that's what your collagen fibers are doing when you grow up, is they are actually starting to lose contact of each other. So what we want to do and what Venus Legacy does is that it is bringing those new collagen fibers together so they're stronger, so that skin laxity is not as loose as it was. Venus Legacy also helps tighten the skin with that radiofrequency heat, as well as reduces the appearance of wrinkles, cellulite, and fine lines. So today my client here, we are actually going to treat her abdomen. We're just kind of toning it up, and we're actually doing the octipolar suction. So that is this guy right here. So the octipolar suction is actually, this suction here is actually going to help shrink those fat cells with the heat. So we're going to get her body temperature up to a 45-degree heat to get those fat cells to start shrinking, as well as those new collagen fibers to build. So the octipolar is actually designed for the abdominal area, as well as the thighs and bigger areas on the body. As when you start to go up, you start to use the diamond polar suction for your arms, for your décolleté, your neck, and your face. So right now I'm just going to start applying the gel. This is going to help with the gliding motion, as well as to help with the suction involved. Alright, so now I'm going to start the machine, so you hear a little bit of a suctioning when it is on the skin as well. So at the beginning of a treatment, you always want to start off slow and go into one area. So you're trying to build up that heat in that area. Once that heat is starting to get higher, once we hit about 40 degrees, then we're going to start expanding our range of motion and different areas of the skin. So this treatment for the abdominal takes about half an hour. And we're going to try and get her up to her internal temperature, which is at 45 degrees, within about 2.5 to 3 minutes of time. So the best thing to get heated up quick is if you drink a lot of water before your procedure, and the heat will actually start to rise quick. The treatment takes about a half an hour in total for the abdominal. Different areas of the body do take less time. It just depends on that area. So smaller areas usually take a shorter amount of time. For the abdominal, it's a full half an hour. So now she is starting to hit that 40 degrees, so I am actually going to extend my range of motion over her full abdominal area.
Can you feel the suction?
Not too much, just like a nice heat.
So the heat does get stronger as we go through the 30 minutes, and each body part is different. When you have a lot of laxity in the skin, we do increase the suction. The suction can go all the way up to a 4. Okay, so now we're at a 43.5. So she is building up pretty fast. Within 2 minutes, she got up to a 43. So we are in a great starting range here. So we're going to try and get her up another 2 degrees here.
And as she does it firm up?
It doesn't firm up. She will get a little tender just due to the heat. But within a couple hours after the treatment, the redness will go away. There's no side effects to it at all. You'll just kind of be red and just hot during the treatment, and as soon as this probe is off, the heat actually dissipates.
Oh, okay.
How are you doing?
So because she has very little fat, if you have lots of fat, does it take longer to heat down?
No, by all means it doesn't. What we're doing is when we're trying to get you to that internal temperature of that 45 degrees, it just depends on your internal core temperature. So it doesn't matter on the amount of fat you have or how skinny you are. It just takes different people take different amount of time to get up to that 45. Yeah, and so if you do take longer than 3 minutes, we can put a heating pad on that area as well, kind of to give it that heat. or we can actually stick you in our hypothermia therapy sauna for a few minutes to bring your body temperature up. Alright, so we're coming down to the last 4.5 minutes of her treatment. You can see that her abdominal area is really red due to that radiofrequency heat that we have been doing this full half an hour. So what is happening now, after this is done, her core temperature has actually reached a 45, and now we are just waiting for the last 4 minutes of the treatment to finish. So we still have the suction on, we've applied gel a couple times, but she has been comfortable her whole treatment. So what you'll see kind of after the treatment is done, you will notice, I call them little tapioca dots. They look like little white dots on the skin area. So basically what that is from is that is actually where this fat is actually starting to shrink. Alright, so we're coming down to our last 2 minutes of our session here. What has been happening this whole time is her skin has been getting red in that area. So that is due to the radiofrequency heat. Those new collagen fibers have started to build due to us getting her to an internal temperature of 45 degrees. We've applied gel a couple times to the area just to cool it off. So how have you been doing the rest of this treatment here?
Feels good. It's nice and warm.
Awesome. So the warmth will be due to the radiofrequency heat